It's a good day to be a gamer. After 2 years of playing online and in our houses, we are finally playing in person. We've got the teams all lined up and ready to go. We've got the casters here just brimming at the edge to get around the camera. Get up and get loud. It's game day. Welcome to the Rocket League Championship Series Fall Major driven by Ford. I'm your host, Wavepunk. I'm going to be with you all 5 days. Leaf could not make the trip. We miss him dearly. You can see him over on the B stream, though, twitch.tv/RLEsports. I'm just keeping the seat warm for him right now. He'll be back. Don't worry about it. And I got 3 people here who have each individually have their own story of how the year has gone, how the last 2 years have gone to get us to this point. My dear friend Gregan here. Gregan, how's it going?
Oh, it's been a wonderful journey to get to here. We had the online era, and as a European region, we had some incredible tournaments, but none will be as remembered as this event right here. Being in person is so special. There's been this buzz around the Stockholm arena. Everyone is so excited to play. All the players, some of them meeting their teammates for the first time in person here today.
Crazy.
And honestly, I couldn't be more excited to be here.
The teammates that have lived near each other but could not see each other until this moment here. Moving down the line, James Spot. There's not many people that have been to every single land, but you and I are one of them. How does it feel to be back?
You know, so much is similar to what we've experienced in the past, but there's no denying it's a new era, and not only for Rocket League, but just for the world. And you know, to see our esport. You know, before I worked at a furniture company, you were working in music at TCU. And now we're here in Stockholm celebrating Rocket League, 724 days since the last live event. And to see our game go from where it was in the beginning to now, it's truly mind-blowing. And I'm so thankful to the people who made it possible. And
not just to survive what was the last 2 years of COVID and pandemic and quarantine, but to thrive and to reach a new level somehow. Cole, you've been to so many of these events in the crowd, now here behind the mic for the first time. What's going through your head?
I mean, I still can't quite believe it, to be honest. I've been working these online for a year or so now, but actually to be here in the presence of greatness of you guys, surrounded by the players that unfortunately we haven't really got to mingle with and meet in traditional seasons. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. We've had to self-isolate for 2 days in our hotel rooms just to be here. I don't envy the logistical people behind the scenes that have made this happen, but hopefully you guys watching at home will agree. I know I agree. Just being here with this beautiful, massive screen.
Is this crazy?
Look how high definition it is. It's just, everything is real and wonderful and beautiful, and this is what we all deserve and our esport deserves.
There is so much excitement bristling all over the place, and so much, the fact that we made it to this point, I think there's a thank you in order for the people at DreamHack and for the people at Psyonix as well, who managed to keep a game alive and keep a community alive through crazy situations to get us to this point.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, this whole experience, you know, it was a lot of soul searching. You know, you're shut in, you're forced to think about what's important to you in life. You know, what is it all about? And for me, I came to the conclusion it's about family, it's about friends, it's about love, and it's about the community. And I truly feel that Rocket League is a special game made by special people at Psyonix who, you know, they're having to work remotely through this whole experience to manage a game. I can't even imagine how that's possible. Casting from my basement's a lot easier, I imagine, than making a video game work and also releasing side games. Yeah, and also to the esports team that we all know and love so dearly to grind through that.
Oh, and the players,
the players to not lose hope. Even the new regions. To not give up, you know, realize we've been watching him for so long, and he's here now.
He's here. He's literally in this building.
He's going to be playing.
He's like through that wall. Realizes over here right now.
And obviously the Sandrock guys as well. They've been putting the work in to get to this stage. And all the players, even the players who've been playing since the early seasons, some of them have spoken about the struggles they've had through the online era. And then you've got the players who've thrived through the online era. They've given them opportunities to perform and compete at the top level. And those guys, some of them are here today. In fact, we've got so many new players here at this event. And I think
like half of them.
26 out of 48.
26 out of 48. I think that's maybe slightly over half. Math is hard.
So that's
and we've been saying a thank you to everyone who has made it possible for us to get here. Thank you to you in chat for hanging out and for watching the show we put on and for enjoying the game we love as much as we do. You are as much a part of this community as we are. So let's talk about the event. Enough having fun and nearly crying. Let's talk about who is here, because I can't believe we're saying this. This is the most international event we have ever had in the history of our esport. We've at most had 4 regions. We have 6 here. Every one of these teams, the best in Rocket League, the top dogs from all over the world. I mean, every single one of them is a storyline in and of themselves. There's something different on the wall back here right now. This is super cool. Like I'm super excited to see this.
Crazy. Yeah.
If you think this room's cool, wait till you see what else we got going on. And I need to introduce you to the newest member of our broadcast team, Orb, standing by. How you doing, Orb?
Wave, thank you so much for the introduction, my friends, Rocket League fans. You guys have been waiting since 2019 for a proper LAN back. And I'm here to present the main stage, what we're calling the Hype Chamber. Welcome. Teams are going to duke it out for over $300,000. Over 601. Over 601 rank points for Worlds. There's a lot at stake, to say the least, my friends, okay? Like I said, first line back since 2019. You guys have been waiting for it. We all have. We're so happy to be here. So, for the main stage, we're going to call it the A stream. Now, what I'm standing in, we're calling the Swiss Abyss. There's so much action going to go on here. So many matches, so we can't fit them all on the main stage. So, therefore, we have a B stream. So, some of the matches will be here. Some of the matches will be on the main stream. And I will also be able to pester some players. No one is around right now, but I will be able to pester some players, ask them what's going through their mind. What does it take to get here? What does it take to be one of the best Rocket League players of all time? And also, you know, what do they think of Swedish meatballs? I gotta ask them. As a Swede, I have to find out. But we got so much planned and in store for you guys over the 2 streams, over the 5 days. So much content. Hopefully you guys are ready, because we're ready. So let's start the show.
I've never been to an RLCS LAN, but as a viewer watching them, they were just like the coolest thing ever. So it should be a really good thing when they finally come around again.
The atmosphere is second to none. Can't wait to do that again.
Honestly, I can't even say how much I miss LAN. So I'm just really hoping that we can make Sweden, because I just want to feel what that's like again.
I miss LAN a lot. I hope I can make it to the next one and the 3 after it.
Like LAN, it's the best part about esports.
LAN is the best thing for a player. That's the best thing a player could do in their career.
LAN is just something you look forward to. Like, everyone just looks forward to. Like, it's this thing that like everyone just has a great time at. And then without it, it's just like something's missing.
There's a lot of new players. We're going to be speaking to each other. We're all going to just be having fun.
Getting to play in person and just getting to like have that real feeling, but like it's just really exciting.
I've missed LAN during the last 2 years, so I'm happy to be back in Sweden, and I'm excited to see everyone, like the casters, players, all my friends.
Well, I can't describe how I feel because it is really amazing.
Com certeza, estou muito empolgado para jogar LAN. Jogar LAN é inexplicável, um bagulho muito louco.
First LAN in 2 years, it feels kind of surreal, honestly. I feel like it's my first LAN again.
Couldn't be more happy. Like, I'm super motivated, and like, it's actually like an amazing experience.
I'm super excited. Like, it feels so long ago.
The past 2 years has felt like an eternity, really. And we're finally free.
Talk about how we are going to play over the next 5 days. If you've been watching the fall split here, you're familiar with this format. But if you're joining us just now for the LAN, hey, welcome. And you're excited. You're going to watch some of the best Rocket League you've ever seen. Gregan, how does a Swiss stage work?
So we're going to be doing a 5-day event here. The first 3 days will be the Swiss, where we're going to have 5 rounds. The top 8 teams from those 5 rounds will progress. And it's going to be, you're going to win 3 rounds and then you're through. And if you lose 3, unfortunately you're out, but I'm sure they'll all be loving the experience they have here. and the winners will be playing winners. The record you have will match you up against teams with a similar record, as you can see here on the screen, and it will be best of 5 throughout.
Yeah.
And that's going to create some amazing matchups, especially for some of the teams you may not have ever won at LAN. To be able to play against teams at a similar level, it's going to be amazing.
This is the most lives any team has ever had at a LAN event in an RLCS circuit as well. So this is exciting to see how that changes things here. Let's take a look at the matchups that are going to be happening. We're going to get through that first round of matches today and then begin a little bit of round 2. So that's kind of what you got in store for you. This is all those first matches, and you can see why we got a B stream. There's a lot of matches here. Cole, is there one match that you're particularly excited about?
Oh, that's such a difficult question because the answer truly is every single one of them.
Okay.
Because let's just take a second to say these are all multi-regional. Pick one. FaZe Clan versus Vitality.
Yeah,
that's so much flair there. I mean, that's probably 2 of the best teams coming up against each other at the beginning.
It's an excellent one. Let's take a look at where the matches are going to be happening. All of these matches are going to be broadcast. We'll be going to kind of two simultaneously. We'll have Envy versus Ground Zero to start things off here on the A stream. Then BDS Complexity, Sandrock Gaming, G2, and then Cole's favorite Vitality versus FaZe Clan. Meanwhile, on the B stream over at twitch.tv/Rocket League Esports, we'll have the other 4 matches happening. Tokyo Verdy going to be starting things off against Dignitas. I'm gonna have to have my phone pulled up to be watching that one on the side. Meanwhile, Era Eternity will be taking on NRG, Endpoint taking on Renegades, and then Furia taking on Semper. Let's get on to the pitch. Let's head over to the Ford Skybox for match number 1. We've got Envy taking on Ground Zero Gaming. Who is going to take the first win of the Swiss stage of the Rocket League Championship Series Fall Major driven by Ford? Let's find out right now.
It has been way too long. Our first international match in over 2 years on LAN, Yummy.
And we've got the best crowd we possibly could get. There's thousands of people out there at home. There's Psyonix hanging out at home as well. There's everybody who's put on this LAN. The Rocket League family, we are finally here.
Oh, it doesn't feel any better than this. We're underway. Turbo plays it again, but that's going to be a dead ball for Envy.
Mist has been looking for a lot of the double taps, one of the best in the world, and has been shut down by Ground Zero. Torsos!
Torsos puts it in the back of the net, and Ground Zero forced Game 5 against Envy.
None of you would have believed this. Ground Zero have taken Envy to Game 5, and they did it with heart.
Oh, still keeping Envy outside the box. Mist pass in front. Finally, Envy get it in, and Mist almost saved Turbo's shot.
The infield pass, just as it looks like it's going to be a shot. That's the calmness we wanted from Mist, and he set up Turbo perfectly, almost stopping the goal.
That would have been heartbreak for Envy. Atomic pushing this one aside. Amphis misses the ball, but he might just get set up for a pass. Nice catch in midfield. Underneath, he's got to save. No way! Mist has the save, and Envy take the series!
Oh, so close, but Envy, the experience shines through, the solidity shines through, and they have gone through in Game 5.
Well, I know one thing for sure. I'm going to be following Ground Zero throughout this entire Swiss because that was insane. I did not expect them to control the game as well as they did at times against Envy, a team that's so good at pulling off, taking the play away from you, and punishing you for your mistakes.
All right, we are back in the Swiss Abyss, this time with my main man, Turbo, the 4th time. How do you feel after this win?
Not too great, actually. Like, we went to Game 5, so I know we should have swept them, but, you know, it's whatever.
You say you should have swept them, so what went wrong in the sweeping motion?
They scored more goals than we did in some matches. That's probably the main reason we took them to Game 5.
That is true. That is true. That is good, good analysis there, Turbo. You can always expect Turbo to deliver on this. How does it feel? Okay, first line back since 2019. Any thoughts? Okay, what do you think of the venue? Or the studio, I guess you can say.
Yeah, the studio is sick.
I honestly just seeing the setup there and seeing the players. Ooh. Wait a second. Realize! Tokyo Verdy's got a lead! Realize, setting it off the bat, Maru with a pass up, double T! As a way to make your first goal at an RLCS LAN. Realize, setting the first one in for Tokyo Verdy.
is going to put the finishing touches on a masterful opening round where they only allow 1 goal. They outscore Tokyo Verdy 12-1, and Dig starts 3-0.
To be honest, I'm just happy that Tokyo Verdy got 1 goal, and it was realized. I'm just.
And it was a good one.
And it was a double tap too. It was a great goal from a pass from Maru. I am just happy that they got on the board. I'm happy that these boys are getting the experience. I'm happy that we're getting to see how good Dignitas really is when they're just playing against all those other great teams in Europe. You forget how good some of these regions are and how dominant they can be until you get them in a LAN environment like this where they have to face off against each other. As we take a look at the aftermath down there in the Swiss abyss.
From everyone on Complexity right now. Raze will
he's got it!
Back to AJG. You bet he can.
He's absolutely got it. You can see as soon as Raze Ball leapt to the air, he was going to be extra to it. The only question was how good would the redirect be? And the answer, absolutely perfect.
1 minute remaining. Team BDS had the lead for so long in the game.
I mean, Mark by 8 could have done so much more with that ball right there. He had 100 boost and he just booms it into the corner. It does actually lead to a chance.
What?
And what do I know? Extra skills it somehow. It's 2-1 in game BDS.
Game 5 between these two teams. Extra, unchallenged. AJG just didn't jump onto that shot, but BDS, they earn that game 5, and they've got to be very, very happy with themselves about it.
Touch starting to get these shots on net. That one's on target, and first to score is going to be Matt from Era Eternity. Energy down 0-1. 25 left on the clock.
I'm telling you, man, there's something weird about day 1s of majors. I know Rocket League hasn't had one in quite some time, but any esport you look at, dude, doesn't matter what your seed is going in. The day 1s of majors are where things and crazy things happen with that. For Eternity getting on the board first here in their series. Their first match on LAN, their first match in the Swedish Major. So far, the Fall Major's been promising for him. It's a 1-0 lead, and NRG circling, trying to tie things up. Justin, hide the backboard. That one's going to slowly come back down, and it ricochets off the ground. Can Math kill it? Can Era escape on defense? Can NRG find their opening goal here at the Major? It doesn't look like it will. And Era take the first game here in this best of 5.
A little bit of boost, going to try and take it low. Looks like he's trying to get Snipes to go high for it, but doesn't bite. He comes in, able to make the save. Cross, under the bar. Squishy, there to finish.
It's only a matter of time. Finally, they find what they'd been looking for in game 1. Justin with the double touch to the corner, make it a triple all the way around, and Squishy is there to secure it.
On Garrett, he brings it through the corner, has some space, nobody in front of him. Over Snipes, throws it up. Justin's there, and that's the type of pass plays we're looking for. Nice little give, just a quick toss up from Garrett here over the defender, and Justin always ready to jump for just about any ball. You put it somewhere where he thinks he might be able to touch it, he's probably going for it.
The opportunity, CRK, another huge save.
CRK just making it look easy at the moment. Oh, that's wide open though. Ahmad, can he cover him?
Oh, what a save!
Ahmad!
How do you keep that out?
Pulls it back from beyond the grave. Still a tie game. G2 have got absolutely no idea how to take it past SRG at the moment. Ahmad has options left here. He's going to go himself, and this guy can really just do anything with a Rocket League ball. A little bit more boost, and he would have been back on it. JNaps sends it halfway. Chicago sends it over the halfway, but Senzo's waiting for him. It's back and forth. It's both teams' posture for OT. G2 will quite happily take it. Sandrock, they don't want to go there. Ahmad! Sends another redirect straight into the G2 net. 3-0!
Anticipate no more! Sandrock Gaming have arrived! Middle Eastern Rocket League has arrived! And they have taken down and swept G2 Esports. The bottom might have just fallen over, but Sandrock Gaming, they stood tall. Johnny, after all the talk, all the hype, everything we waited for, they delivered. They stepped up to the plate.
Oh man, I should have just believed myself. I've been hyping these guys up for years, but even I thought G2 would be too much for them.
What a story, and I cannot wait to see what they've got in store for us.
Yeah, quick early attack there. Seiko committed right off the bat, trying to get through. Big demo and a finish from CJ. CJ Renegades with the aggression here early. They're going to strike first.
I mean, this is just a great read. CJ, just understanding the touch. Estimate how good they really are, even when they're dominating the region. And I think a lot of people just didn't expect them to turn up the way they did, but if there's one person on this field that can turn things around for Endpoint, it is Seiko. He takes it off the backboard himself, and that double tap secures the first goal for Endpoint.
Now the pace picks up. This, you would imagine, would benefit Endpoint. But we'll see and let it play out here into the second minute of OT. Oh, what a save on the goal line.
There it
Follow up from CJ. CJ, he opened the scoring, and he'll close it in game 3.
Wow, what a way to get through this one. CJ gonna find it right at the end, send the whole team OT situation. The shot directly on net, and you can see the scramble starting to happen on the Renegade side. Oh, what a demo!
Demolition! It was CJ on the demo and the assist. Incredible, Renegades in front.
Prime pass to, that's going to be dangerous. First one there is going to be Illusion. Oh. What a save, but there's no chance you're keeping that one out. First killer starts the campaign off with his first goal.
And it's that pressure that comes in from FaZe. The testing shot there from Illusion gets the defense all shaken up, and the first killer has an easy shot. You can't give him a free shot like that because it'll go top left every time. It's because they've been put on a pedestal, so to speak. But that pedestal is slowly getting pushed away, just like the defensive vitality. First killer with the first goal.
Yeah, just kicked the legs from under him. Illusion, very annoyed that they lost the last game off a bump on first killer. Gives them the receipt. Kiddo, desperate for a challenge. There's always jump a little bit too early. Here's first killer. That's what you want to see from him. We've seen the discipline. Now we see what makes first killer so special.
The solo play from first killer. Once the ball's on the hood, you're in trouble. Beautiful execution, pushing it towards that top right corner. FaZe is here to play, and so is first.
And Vitality back to a 1-goal deficit yet again. And FaZe can go back to what they've been doing so well. His first killer, 2-0.
Are you kidding me? First killer coming up again. This one right off of the kickoff, wasting no time getting it to the air. A great read on the pinch. I said top right last goal. This one's top left.
That one didn't even need to be that good, but first killer hits the top corner because he can. We know he wanted it, but started to realize the bad position. Very picks on the far side, pre-jump! Oh, what a goal! Vitality have awoken!
Pre-jump off the play. You see Alpha going up early. Very Pink wastes no time in the air. Full team trust for Vitality to tie.
This is the other side of Vitality. It's off the backboard, difficult position for Alpha. As AJ, one more time! FaZe Clan! To you, to me, to the net.
Look at that, beautiful. AJ finding first killer. Illusion, they're blocking the shot. They don't see the pass. And AJ sealed this series.
2 seconds. Vitality have got to find an outstanding play. And it's not gonna happen. FaZe Clan have taken the series.
Unbelievable. FaZe Clan came out, they played their game, they forced Vitality to adapt to their own style, but in the end, all the changes, they just could not keep up. This FaZe Clan, it was here to prove something, and boy did they with their first series.
The story today has been that previous experience means absolutely nothing.
Felt comfortable. The defense still looking strong early on, but a pinch is gonna ruin him. Semper is on the board.
Well, well, well. Welcome to LAN. This stuff just happens. Archie, unassisted. About to the corner by who else? Just that. But now it's open, and Jan scores out of the corner.
Vamos. Furia on the board, their first goal here at LAN. And Jan, Doomsy dishing that one through.
Out, he has to make the save there. Inside 2 minutes now in game 1. Oh, what a dish down to Card! And Furia has the lead.
Beautifully placed. Look at that control from Kaio in the corner. Patience from Card. That placement was key. Far side post and in. That. Semper up 2-0 now.
Oh, Jan, great pass to Kaio. They should get one back, and they do. This is brilliant out of Jan.
Hey, we take those. Nice little pop-up, beautiful pass. Heads up from Kyle, though, and the team to communicate.
Semper, they at least have some boost to work with, but they still can't clear the center line.
Double tap, there it is. Banger off the back. Card says, let me go. It's my turn to shine. Casio tries to get the read, but, you know,
this goes across, sent away by Archie. Chaussette already streaking downfield. He's going to score on an empty net.
30 seconds in. Semper is going to find Furia pushed up through.
Could have had a numbers advantage. Here's Jan just getting around Chaussette. Jan going to work and scoring.
Jan, that's been the guy we've been looking out for. You've called him out so many times, Stacks. When he's on the ball, you do not want to be on the defensive half because there's a good chance he's getting it past you. He does exactly that there. Beautiful speed, good precision.
And we've mentioned it a few times, but we really mean it when we say this is the most international Rocket League event ever.
Seeing all new regions is pretty cool, to be honest. Seeing like everyone from around the world be able to compete is pretty crazy.
Asia and MENA have been playing for ages, definitely deserve some representation.
I think it was just a long time coming. I think the players who get their first opportunity to play on a major LAN, it's huge for them, and I think they want to prove to everyone that they should have been in earlier.
It's about time that we finally have the whole world coming together. It's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it feels really amazing. You know, I've been dreaming about facing them for really years ago, and yeah, for the first time, it's really gonna happen, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Ao mundo se reunindo tudo de uma vez, agora sim dá pra falar que é mundial de verdade, né? Eu acho muito da hora isso.
RLCS に自分たち APAC の地域が含まれるって聞いた時は正直待ちくたびれてはいたんですけど、まあ素直によっしゃーっていう気持ちがありましたね。
Well, I think it's gonna just bring the competition up even more. Like the more regions there are, the more people are forced to play against different play styles and stuff.
All I can promise is we're gonna try our best to play the way we do it online. Hopefully we try and dominate the way we do it against the local teams in Saudi Arabia.
I think the new regions is gonna impact the scene by teams are gonna start adding things that the other teams do to their own playstyle, and just I feel like the meta is gonna change a bit. Some teams that we've never seen before in RLCS, they do things that are gonna be incredible. So
I think these major regions have been competing for a long time. I think they have a lot of experience, so I think it'll take a little bit for them to get accustomed to it, but they'll be good.
We scrummed them and they flip resetted on us 20 times. I mean, we got styled on, so you know.
Obviously there's a lot of talk about the Middle East region, but a bit closer to home for us, I guess, is the APAC guys, and we've had a bit to do with them, I guess, online, so it's really awesome to be able to meet those guys as well and see how they can perform on the world stage. I think that this is certainly the next logical step for them, and I can only see those teams improving as they attend more events.
It has always been just a little bit weird and uncomfortable to me when we've been like, we're at the World Championship, and it's some people from Europe, some people from North America, and it's like there's a whole ball.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. It really does feel so much more special and adds so much more weight to that title of World Champion.
Both teams really trying to get comfortable on the field, find that rotation. They're up against, of course, the juggernauts, like you said, and there's Monkey Moon to slip it under the defense for the first goal of the series.
Love this play here from Monkey Moon. Extra pulls away from it, and Justin's left all by himself to try to get under that, and Justin took that 50 a little high. Monkey took it underneath. Gonna keep working towards BDS territory.
Here comes Squishy, a flip reset. Does he get it? He had the follow-up, and it's in the back of the net. Squishy muffins the flip reset. It's the first goal for NRG.
So much talk is about Justin, but look at that from Squishy. That was thick. Caught it off the ceiling, got the flip reset, and put it in. That's a perfect shot on top of it. Excellence from Squish. Extra back in the corner. Not the best touch, and he got punished for it. Squishy got 2.
Squishy on fire. The accuracy is there. The mechanics is there. Everything so far has been connecting. Gertji left that shot. Squishy crashed in and found the perfect placement.
Another 50 for Mark by 8. Back to Monkey Moon. Here's a chance. Mark by 8 gets the bump. Monkey Moon comes back down, and it saves off the crossbar, but extra there collects the goal.
Monkey Moon doing so much work here. You can see off the backboard. Mark by 8 also took out the defender. I thought this was just Monkey Moon doing so much work, but no, it's Mark by 8 getting the demo on the backboard. BDS forward, it's just one big clear, nobody's there for a response, and the boost is a factor. Check out Monkey Moon with this ridiculous shot.
Monkey Moon picks this one up, got the pass back over to Mark by 8, and look at that shot right over. Justin looked at it as it went in, touching it, and nobody got the touch.
And at what point do you not blame Mark by 8 because you expect Justin of all players to get the touch, and there he is to find contact. Monkey Moon. He's been doing this all game long. He does find the double tap, and Monkey Moon secures the win for BDS.
Team BDS take down NRG in 4, and who else other than Monkey Moon to put in the series-winning goal.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching all over the world. The most international RLCS event of all time continues for day 2 here in Stockholm, Sweden. I could not be more excited. Rocket League Championship Series Fall Major driven by Ford is back. We're gonna move things over to something very, very fun here. Turbo and Orb have been talking up their home region for a while here. They sat down with some of the other players to eat some of the local cuisine.
All right, welcome everybody. My name is Orb, and we are here for Turbo Posa's Great Swedish Feast. Turbo, you're back in Sweden. How have you enjoyed your experience so far being back in your home country?
Well, most of the time we're locked in a hotel room, so it's been pretty great, honestly. I've been alone, so that's even better.
We're here to try some foods, okay? We got the Renegade boys here. What do you guys know about Swedish food?
Well, I've had a pretty good experience so far, to say the least, with some Swedish food, some great Swedish meatballs that I've absolutely loved, some good curries as well, so I just cannot wait to eat more Swedish food, Turbo.
So the first thing we have in store for you guys today is a Swedish treat. We want to start you guys off right and light. So we got none other than the Swedish licorice, the salted Swedish licorice.
No.
And just like that, movie magic, editing magic, we have the licorice in place. Let's just start real quick, like presentation-wise, okay? Looking at these Swedish delicacies, these Swedish treats, what's coming at you? What are some thoughts?
It's beautiful. I mean, it just shows, one treat supporting another, holding the other one up, and I think that symbolism really shows just, the teamwork that is involved in Rocket League, Turbo. Would you agree with that?
I don't want to be here.
All right, let's dig in.
No.
This is supposed to be the upper end of salted licorice. Cheers, guys.
Gold.
Oh, look at that!
Bro!
No, but that's good.
That is not sugar! Oh,
that's good.
No, that's not good.
But you gotta let the flavors kind of...
What do you mean, what flavor? Did you eat it?
Feel that?
I licked it.
Who eats that?
Why does it
exist? There's no one that could possibly enjoy that.
Did you swallow yours?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I've spit it out.
What?
Wait, why did you...
I spat it out. Wait, what?
I got enough salt just by...
That was so bad. I really didn't think that was a terrible experience.
Would you say there's more salt here than playing ranked Rocket?
100%. Anyway.
All right, Turbo, what would you rate this thing? Okay? Come on, dude.
No, 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
I don't even like licorice, and you make me eat this.
Think about what's actually cereal. Think about what's actually cereal.
Yeah, that.
That. Less edible.
I'd rather eat dog food.
See, let's start with you, all right? A rating 1 to 5.
0. That's the worst thing I've ever eaten. That's meant to be.
It can't. It's surely.
It's 0. The most compact, explosion of bad flavors that I've ever had in my life.
All right, let's jump down one. All right, what's the rating?
The water's nice.
The water's nice. But what about the salted licorice, the treat that we prepared here for you?
0.
Last man. Okay, you can save this. You can save this overall rating.
Just get it out. And I'm not gonna. It's gonna be a 0 for me too. I can't wait to go home.
Okay. So there you have it. Okay. Everybody here, they gave it a fat 0. I don't believe it's an accurate statement. I don't believe it for a second. But to next up, my friends, we're going to try a Swedish breakfast item. That's coming up next. What could it be? Find out in the next episode.
And also talk a little bit about how much money is on the line for these players. So much cash available. $90,000 going to first place here. Everybody who showed up making at least $3K just for making the trip and losing 3 matches, you get $3,000 there. That's $1,000 a player. But $90,000 for first place here.
Necessarily.
I would agree.
That's going to be the infield, and there we go. Right through the middle.
Jack making sure to miss that post this time.
Just staring at him as he does the pass.
Well, you know, Jory is... I mean, if Jack missed this, Jory would have definitely been thinking, what have I got to do? What have I got to do to get you to score, man? Like, these are some brilliant assists by Jory. He's dismantling Semper.
Thus far, I've got my first one of those out of the way. Here comes Jorius over to the far side, and Jorius has got his first one out of the way. Flip reset. Annihilates everybody.
Jorius has pretty much caused every goal here. He's scored an own goal, and now he is absolutely ripping Semper to shreds. Needs to show why he has been one of the most consistent players in the modern era. Oh, look at this. That's actually on target. What a pinch by Archie. Oh, that didn't take long.
And that was necessary as well. Jorius scoring almost immediately off the kickoff. Archie, right down the middle. You can't ask for any better placement than that.
Off the curve, he actually pinches it downwards because there's a Dignitas player coming in right in front of him. If he pinches that straight towards the goal, it probably makes contact with the Dignitas player, but because he's gone downwards into the curve, it actually goes past that player in that aspect. Only Endpoint really able to contest him. Oh, what shot that is. Oh, it's gone in. Castillo lets it rip. Top shelf. Infield pass, quick as you like. And it is a tie game off Archie's pass to Castillo.
Well, you don't hit it much cleaner than that, Jorius. Try as you like. Wasn't getting anywhere near it. And this is why, because they're scared of the breakaway. And there's the shot! There's the goal! Hat-trick hero for Jorius!
Oh, what a bump by Jack as well. Clapped turbo with one of these yesterday. Now we've got Chaussette just helpless. Nothing he can do as our Jack hits him on the rotation in. 2 seconds to go. What a heartbreak for Semper. They fought back bravely, still trailing to Dignitas.
They've got 2 seconds to find something. It's a good pop for them. Need to be able to get the follow-up, but it was off camera, but Castillo was getting bullied on his way for it. Oh! How have you done that?
Archie once again, look at the back post approach, giving him the biggest possible angle. Castillo keeps it up.
Where's he come from?
An orange trail. And for Archie to catch that before it crosses the box is phenomenal positioning.
Castillo with Archie. Team pinch! Apparently Jack not fooled at all. Team pinch, still not good enough to take on one apparently Jack.
That might be the best save, but we've had some brilliant saves.
FaZe Clan have planned for him. They have been a team that have major jaw drop back in the first regional, taken down NRG, and now an early goal from Illusion, and FaZe Clan 9 seconds in, take it.
I thought this was supposed to be the player that's not the ones player on this team. Illusion, you're right, he doesn't play 1v1, he plays 1v3. That's what we've been claiming for them. Well, don't adjust your screens whatsoever at home. HJ is putting the series on his back. I think he's a bit annoyed at the Mark by 8 dunk goal earlier. He's just like, go and get one of his own. Treatment for BDS. Here's Extra. Oh, he didn't even need the challenge. Took it the whole way.
Extra, this is a massive stabilizing goal. Reading that bounce, waiting to use the flip. You see him getting that first touch off the wall in a very awkward situation.
At the forefront of everything for the region, all the hopes. And so there's going to be a bit of hope. Monkey Moon, typically the hope of Team BDS, and he has got himself a goal.
And this was a shot from Mark And that save from first, I mean, it bounces right out to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon covering the angles.
Just finding good angles, Monkey Moon. Like to see it back. Oh, that boost turns up at the perfect time. AJ to Illusion, redirect, picture perfect!
Illusion, he started this series with a goal, and he might be ending it. FaZe Clan ahead, and that was a beauty of a shot.
First killer. That's not a good touch.
But they retained possession. FaZe, no, they're struggling a bit, and marked by 8 threads the needle.
Well, you're not going to very often get a complete misplay from First Killer, and you're going to have to take advantage of it. And Team BDS did exactly that. Game number 4. First Killer off the backboard. There's AJ. There's the net.
AJ again picking up the scraps that First Killer's leaving behind after he eats BDS alive.
Right underneath. Marked by 8 could do nothing but soar past the ball.
It's me, hero of horsepower. Make way for our all-electric rocketeer, top-tier tactician, elite rotator, all-star muscle car, your champion.
Well, I want to actually hear it from them, and this is the first time we're seeing Era on the stream. Let's get to know them a little bit better.
O sentimento geral da nossa equipe é felicidade e muito ansioso. Porque estamos todos reunidos e então são muitas coisas novas acontecendo juntos e passando por muitas experiências juntos. Então, por geral, muito feliz, muito alegre e muito animado para a RLCS. Como qualquer outro time, a gente espera ganhar o Major.
Também aqui no canto inferior, a partida da Fúria também, do olha só aí, a Sonic!
Rocket League é um jogo que você não aprende de um dia pra noite, você tem que treinar, errar bastante, tem que falhar muito, acertar. Então Rocket League é isso, é você viver o dia a dia no jogo, aperfeiçoando até ficar impecável. Vamos treinar muito para que isso aconteça e fazer o possível para chegar lá.
clutch saves. They can even pass it out to a teammate and get a quick counter-attack. And that one goes off the crossbar.
I love these passes from Snip as well. Look at the big bump. Math will get the goal, but Astromic brings out the bully.
You legend, Astromic. Don't get the photo with Garrett G. Garrett G should be getting the photo with Astromic.
Absolutely, Astromic. And it's surprising, you know, for a team that is as established and has the accolades like Vitality, where they bully them out of the net and K-Dop collects.
They're happy with that one as well. Alpha 54 again leading the charge, gets a 50, gets the bump, and sets it up for K-Dop.
Good return there for Vitality. On a bump or a demo, or they start winning some of these 50s in the orange half.
Especially if you can get on the attack by K-Dop.
K-Dop has delivered in plenty of lands before, and say what you want about this season, but look at that shot from him. Perfect underneath. 1-0 Vitality. Math again, Air Eternity in front. Astromic gets the goal! The Brazilians have come to play! Tie game!
Look how close Astromic is to that net! Oh, he was waiting for Math's touch right in the middle of all of Vitality. He doesn't care. Is getting incredibly close here, Vitality. Oh, it's another one by Astromic.
Oh, Era Eternity will not go down without a fight. Look at this from Snip, and a big miss from Vitality, but Astromic's placement is pixel perfect.
It's here again for Era Eternity. The backboard, Astromic.
Oh, Astromic puts the team on his back with a nasty double tap to put Era Eternity up by 2.
Now I want a photo with Astromic, and they've got the photo finish right there.
I think Garrett G's lining up. He might be lining up, Yummy, for the picture with Astromic at this rate. Each other a good idea, but they got tied up, and Astromic catches this one high, and Era Eternity, oh, that's a missed touch, and K-Dop will get rid of it.
There's been a few of those missed touches near the net, and a missed touch near the net, and K-Dop, another one on the board.
K-Dop coming in clutch for Vitality. It's been a tough road for them so far, and even with the danger of being eliminated, he's showing up when they need him the most.
But it's only as far as Tokyo Verde. They're looking so much more in sync with this series. They're dictating the pace as well. As Tenhal comes in, JNaps is closed down. This could be a chance. Here's Maru! Maru scores it! Tokyo Verde have their first ever goal on the main broadcast. In this studio, they're going crazy.
What an opportunity taken by Maru on the open net. The demo comes in. They have drawn themselves level alongside the Titans of G2.
One thing I would say about their defense is that despite this probably being a faster series than they've ever played in their entire lives. Oh my god, wait a minute! Let's realize there was a miss from G2 Esports. We have parity.
Under 40 seconds left, and everyone is feeling electric all of a sudden. The fake from Maru leaves it open for Realize, then send it underneath.
No double commits at all. Just beautiful team play from Tokyo Verde, but maybe this is the moment it all ends. Dries puts it away, and G2 Esports, 2.5 minutes into overtime, take game 2.
That is such a stark contrast from how we saw game number 1 go. It was 7-0 in that first one. Forbidden Temple, though, granted us a 2.5 minute overtime. 2 goals against the legends of G2 Esports, and a lot of defensive plays that, to me, felt so godly from them.
Oh, baby, it's day 3 of the Rocket League Championship Series Fall Major driven by Ford, coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden. I think the sun's gone down. I'm not quite sure. It sets at strange times around here, but you know what? It doesn't stop us from playing the best Rocket League the world has ever seen. I'm your host, Wavepunk, joined here by Gregan. We got Johnny Boy, and yep, nope, his name is not populated because he's not in his chair. Don't know,
I'm not surprised.
Do we know where Dazrin is?
It's going to be a lot of action. Make sure you keep up with me. I hope that they should have installed some seat belts because they're going to need to buckle up. I'm bringing all the energy. Guess what? Daz has arrived. Day 3 starts now.
Let's go, baby. I'm so excited for this day. It's going to be a wild one here. And he did bring the energy, too. We were a little bit snoozing up here, but it's now time to get it going. What a day. That's the state of the Swiss right now. Let's take a look at the format to kind of give you the updates of how everything else went. We saw Dignitas and FaZe qualify yesterday. They get to skip today. Do not have to play any games here on day 3. We'll see them again for day 4, but that leaves round 4 and round 5 to play through, Gregan.
Yeah, 3 rounds complete, and that means we've now got 6 teams going through today. 6 teams will be going home. This is the most teams we'll see leave the tournament throughout the whole 5-day event, and there's going to be 6 teams very happy making it through. And right now we're wondering which regions those teams going to be from, because they're going to be making points for their region going into Worlds later on.
Turbo, who's been sitting down with some players, giving them some fun Swedish foods. It's time for Turbo's Swedish Feast.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is time for episode number 2 of Turbo Pulsa's Great Swedish Feast. All right, have you recouped, Turbo, from episode 1 and the salted licorice that we had?
I just can't wait to see what we have.
He sounds excited, and he should be, because coming up right now is a breakfast item that is one of the most common things in Sweden. We're, of course, talking about caviar. So I say we bring in some caviar på knäckebröd, and let's have you guys try a proper Swedish breakfast. All right, so here we have it. It's out in front of you guys, okay? This is fish eggs. Turbo, did you eat this a lot as a kid?
Nope.
I ate it a lot as a kid, and then I stopped because
I just ate ham. That's it.
I thought it was gross. It's a little strange.
Yeah, so why are you making us eat it?
It's for content.
Oh, okay.
Do a smell test.
What is that?
Do a smell test.
Definitely smell like fish.
Yeah, they've got that part right in.
Yeah.
Actually, I can tell this is fishy.
Let's go ahead and dig in, boys. I'm just gonna check so everybody has a bite that contains. All right, the flavors starting to come at you. What are you feeling?
Actually, not bad.
Not bad?
I might go for another one.
Oh.
No.
No?
No.
Is it better or worse than Swedish meatballs?
It's a bit too like I just caught a fish and I licked it. Like, you know. No, it's better than the first one though, definitely. More edible. I could eat that if I was forced to.
If I was forced to. I love that that's like a, if somebody put a gun to my head and they said, you got it, I guess I can stomach up the courage to eat it. Turbo, what do you think? You ate it now again.
What did you eat?
Wow. Can we get a zoom in?
I didn't even think
zoom in on Turbo's massive bite.
You just ate it with a
I got some piece of it. I don't need to, taste it again.
No. All right, so what would be a rating?
I'll give it a 2.
2? I was hoping for more, so if you went in for a second bite. But a 2?
Yeah, 2.
Can I get a 2.5? 2.5?
I'll
be 2.5. I'll be 2.5.
Well, I'll go 1.5 then. I think the bread saved it underneath. That was nice. But if I was just to eat the fish by itself, it's not pleasant.
Turbo, do you still hate it?
I'm gonna be honest, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna say it's like a 4.
What? 4's good though.
Wait, yeah, 5?
I just, once again, can we get a zoom in on?
5 is like the best thing you've ever eaten in your
zoom
life.
in
Out
on?
of 10.
I think it's 5.
No, it's out of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's a 1.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, it sounds like a ranking going up, and it's like rank 1.
It's a 2. It's a 2. It's a 2.
Okay. So the overall rating for caviar, we leave it at a 2. That seems fair. Rating 2 for caviar. It moved up from salt and licorice. We got a fat 0. So we're moving up. The question is, for episode 3, the next episode, we got a famous Swedish dish, which actually inspired your name in some capacity. So I wonder what that could be. Tune in for episode 3. Let's see. Are we going to get higher than a 2? Find out in the next episode. Coming up soon.
Up of 1. And unfortunately not able to get it past the second. Now he goes and looks over to the help that he's got. Fever!
Fever!
Unreal, my friend!
How does he find that angle? He's found the backboard and he's found the net.
And he's found that second goal, that renegade, so desperately needed.
CJ's looking really good in the air too.
That's
some of
just
those
in.
dribbles, but that's in another angle from Jan.
And it's the same player every single time. Jan happy to stick around, be the player for the redirects. And when it keeps working, no point to change. This is now Renegades to start spotting. So, Renegades have been in this position quite a bit. Oh, the demo ends up setting up CJ. Not gonna miss that one. And I'll give CJ full credit. He's doing a brilliant job of sticking in the play. His third man positioning is on point.
The Riddle Swedish skirmish where they got completely 4-0'd. Oh no! That's been pitched off and Fever's going to get one end to end.
Roars across the field, roars from Renegades, and they might be roaring their way through to the next round. Of all ways to concede for Furia, that is one of the more painful.
Is space in the midfield. That's something very hard to do, especially on this LAN stage. We're going to keep mentioning it.
Oh,
you're going to usually go to bad habits. Atomic, he's got a bad habit of scoring non-stop on offense.
This is a great move from Atomic. Chicago, he thought that shot was, or he thought that hit was coming a little earlier, and then that little tap, JNaps thought a hard shot was coming. Atomic goes underneath, and Chicago's up quickly to do it. G2 got full tanks.
Yeah.
They're expending it here to move down to the blue half. Misses the ball.
Miss.
Big demo, and JNaps scores.
Mist had so much to do with the fact that Envy kept themselves in this game, but in the dire moment, off the backboard, doesn't get the read, and it's left wide open for G2. That one stings so bad, Jorby.
Off the back wall and another defend. Turbo, one touch.
Turbo!
Score! Tie game!
Turbo Pulsa. He was frustrated earlier, but he has avenged himself. The double tap, and he hits it. Chicago can't make the read, and Turbo Pulsa, he's home.
By Atomic, back into the corner. A fight for possession, and G2 still holding on to midfield. Chicago in front of it. Chicago on! Oh, it's on the post! Score! G2 got the lead!
6 seconds left, and Chicago pulls this one off. The angle, the accuracy. How did that even fall in off the bounce? What is going on, Jorby?
That was the only spot on that post that's going to bounce back into the net. And they have 6 seconds left, or they're out of this tournament. Off the kickoff.
They need to make a move.
Missed. Dive it quickly. Pass it front.
Off the kickoff.
JNaps dunked by Turbo. Up high. Atomic the shot. Denied. G2 sends Envy to the scrapyard. Survive.
Turbo Pulsa sent home by that man there, Chicago, who hit that incredible shot. You can't find a spot better in the goal that you would want to hit. Top corner and down. Just watch Envy.
I was like, wait, we're actually playing well. I was like, this is good. And, you know, we just kept going, and I think we just prevailed. Oh my God, my voice, sorry. I was just doing so much screaming because I was celebrating beating Turbo, sending him home in his own country. Sorry.
You know that stings a little bit because, you know, Turbo's Swedish, and, you know, we have that show going on in the pre-show. I hope Turbo's not mad at me, but they played phenomenally. Big shout out to Envy. You guys talked about playing for fun, all right? Trying to find the fun in it all. Is the hat a part of the deal?
Yeah, so in the third regional we won, I was wearing the hat, and we ended up winning. It was quote-unquote Rita Claus. And then I brought it here as a joke, and I was like, you know what? We're down 0-2 again. Let me just throw on the hat. And then we won, just won against Envy. We got to keep it going, you know?
So now the hat is just locked in for the future.
Yeah, as far as this tournament goes, then I'll probably retire after Christmas. But yeah, for now, it stays.
They're starting as they mean to go on, and they are looking very mean. Justin, what a fake!
My goodness, what a dominant start from NRG. Like you said, Justin starting off well. That punch from K-Dot, he had to contend with Squishy, and the little stutter step from Justin to get NRG the 4th goal. For K-Dot, forces Alpha to make the play. Squishy again in front of the box. He's got Justin, and he squeezes it through 3 defenders. NRG just keeps scoring.
2-0, minute 1, and it's just an error from Fairy Pig. Starts to go for the ball, and then decides not to, threading that needle through Vitality.
Feels like it might be a victory lap, and that's just the exclamation point on top of an incredible performance. A perfect sweep for NRG.
Nobody expected that to happen. Nobody saw this matchup and thought it would be anything less than brilliant from both sides. With everything on the line, NRG were the only team with any amount of pressure that they could deliver, and they have utterly dismantled Vitality. I'm going to use the word embarrassing.
To a very aggressive offensive team, and you see it the way they find each other, just like this. JNaps with the read! G2 strike first!
And this all started with Drees playing around the first defender, a nice pop-up, and JNaps. You'll love to see it, Daz, starting out hot.
Chicago JNabs.
Oh,
it's in! JNabs popping off to start game 2.
You know, Daz, that's not how you write it up. Going for the dub. Oh my gosh, I thought Metza got a piece of it.
No, I didn't say pop off for no reason, James.
JNabs, the dub.
He's got a battle through all of G2, doing a good job. He does it all. Seiko with the tie.
Put this man in a straitjacket. Seiko's gone psycho.
Look at that fake. Oh my goodness. And then into the flick. G2 had no idea.
That was brilliant from Drees.
Oh, the
bump!
Chicago!
The shot!
It's in! 12 seconds left. Drees shuts down Seiko. Gets that ball into JNab's hands. Relating wave bumped out of the play. And Chicago, he can't miss that one. G2 answering back in game 2.
And already ball on endpoint. Relating wave to Seiko. There's the pass play! Endpoint, strike back quickly.
And we take another look at this one. Relating wave through the distractions, so calm, and Seiko as reliable as he can be, putting that one in 5 seconds only. They have been matched up nicely. G2, despite playing their game, hasn't been able to score that many goals so far. Endpoint's defense has been rock solid. So far, 2 early goals, and now 3! Chicago taking the lead for G2.
That momentum starting to swing in favor of G2. You see Drees go out. Chicago immediately, the turn was so fast to get to that ball. Stunned endpoint there, quickly regaining the lead. Uh-oh, Seiko, and a 1v1 against JNabs. He's forcing his way through! Oh! Seiko! He will not be stopped!
It looks like he ripped out of that straitjacket and escaped the insane asylum, and he's done it again!
My goodness! Is he rocking a Fennec or a tank?
I think it's both, but it was not going to happen. The drop down pass! Oh, the G2 counter!
We said we needed to see some magic, James, and boy, do those boys show up. Chicago leaving it to Drees. The placement is perfect. Mets gets a piece of it, but it's just not enough. Keep for a transition, relating wave. Oh my God! Endpoint, do it! Unbelievable!
Relating wave dunks his way through to the top 8. Endpoint.
Majors always finished top 5. It does seem that maybe that's his ceiling, but with this player Archie on his team, he can break even further, and it's 1-0 to Semper.
Gorgeous touch from the young man as he goes high off the sidewall onto the second. Backboard is found, and the opening goal, first blood, welcomed in by the dueling dragons.
Semper can take it away.
Does arrive a little bit too early or late to that ball, depending on what they were trying to do. A pinch or just a pass, but Fever attempting to find Kami this time. Doesn't manage to do so. Short set on the dribble, lays it off to Archie. 2 goals.
It was a fun little finish as well there, Archie calling his teammate Short that he had a chance just to be teed up. Don't you worry, son, I've got this one. CJ's desperately trying to arrive, but he had no chance at all. Renegades, they're not letting themselves be pinned down. Archie does shoot. Oh, and Cassio follows it home. An almighty scream follows, and Semper Esports take game 2.
2 minutes between goals, 1 in regulation, 1 in overtime. And the defense error from Fever has the dish fly in the back of the net. Semper.
To be on that occasion, and Semper Esports do survive the wave. There's an infield pass towards Archie. He shoots, and he scores it. Semper Esports double their lead.
Archie wrapping wide around that ball. Short set with an astounding ground pinch. Can just hook shot it left post. 2-0.
Team, we can take on absolutely anybody. Their results here, disappointing. But they still have time to play with. CJ shoots to the side. Fever's coming in. Fever breaks through and Fever scores.
Just 2 goals now separating these teams. Renegade starting to turn it on. Kami, brilliant touch in the center. CJ just shooting wide. And then Kami to return with the demo on the keeper.
Has played well. Torsas has consistently been a top performer in the Oceanic region. And as well, early pressure, Ding Dong opened the door, it's ground 0.
And it's none other than Amphis, that young gun coming out of OCE off the sidewall, punching it dead center.
Fundamentals of it.
But NRG's been able to keep possession. Squishy flip reset, air dribble.
That was amazing from Squishy.
Well, it says make sure there's no gaps in the fundamentals. Can you defend the flip reset plus the extra touch? Not quite. Torsas coming off the back wall.
It's that type of attention to detail that it's going to take to beat a mechanically talented team like NRG.
Oh, jeez, that's not even fair. That is classic NRG attack right there. Beat the man. Squishy, flip across. Justin, beat Torsas off the goal line. Garrett G, keep it away as they recover. And then, when they're finally out of options, deliver the final blow. Almost able to convert the flip reset. Now it's a race between Squishy and Garrett. They're going to go right at Torsas, and he's going to turn it in.
Squishy out of boost, seemingly out of options. But the save comes down right at him. Torsas needed to keep that higher, needed to get that out of the clutches of Squishy Muffins. Hard pass over to Squishy. Squishy shoots low. He read the defense like a book.
You're absolutely right. This was all about placement here. You can see Express just on the start of that replay rotating hard into the near post. And then as soon as you see that long kick back across the box with that much pace,
let's take a look at the bracket. This is juicy, folks. You got no idea what you're in for here. Dignitas versus Semper, Complexity versus BDS, FaZe versus Endpoint, and Sandrock Gaming taking on the #1 seed from North America, NRG.